for me, my parents were pastors, so it was a lot easier for me to get opportunities to play in those environments because they wanted to be proud of their son to take on the mantle of being the musician that plays for the church. So from that aspect, it was pretty easy for me to get my lane and get the exposure and sit under older guys who were already doing what I wanted to do, and just an ear for the craft. Hearing music every Sunday or throughout the week. I don't know, it's just a feeling that you can't really describe. It's just intuitive. You know what I mean? So I would just say just exposure made me fall in love with music and drums. What made me fall in love with music? I would say exposure more than anything else. I'm a pastor's kid, product of the church, so it was a lot easier for me to get exposure and get opportunities to play, just because of the fact that my parents wanted their child to have that experience, to be able to be the church drummer. So I don't know, I guess seeing it done week in and week out every Sunday, face to face, getting that live experience of seeing someone play and perform for a group of people, I don't know, it's just a reaction or a feeling that I can't describe that made me want to captivate that same energy when I played. So just being in the environment where it was constantly happening made me fall in love with it, I would say, yeah. What made me fall in love with drums specifically was the attention that the drummers would get. Everybody in their prospective places, I definitely respect their crafts and what they contribute to bands, but there was a level of energy and excitement that the drummer would, give off, and that would be reciprocated through the people that he played for. And of course, all the girls were like drummers and stuff, so I was like, that's my instrument right there. But yeah, that was pretty much my draw to the actual instrument of drums versus any other instrument. I mean, I played around with keys and tried to dibble and dab with a couple of other instruments, but I don't know, it was something about drums that just pulled me in, so here I am. The younger generation inspires me personally. They're playing some crazy stuff, and they're learning really fast, and all the hurdles and some of the things, and not that I'm super old, but a lot of the things that we experienced or had to kind of navigate through, they're pretty much just skipping right past it and going to a level to where, they're getting a lot of respect and a lot of notoriety, and I support that. If I could give any advice to the younger generation, it would be to just more so establish a foundation. Don't go straight for the killer chops all the time. I was always told that, your gift to music is like a cake. So, the base and the foundation is like, the actual cake itself, and chops and licks and things like that. It's like the icing on the cake. So, without the base, you're just eating sweets, which, nobody can really, get nutrition from. So what I would say is to make sure that you establish a strong foundation, be able to play music, complement a band, make sure your pocket is tight. Nobody wants to hear a drummer with a lot of crazy chops, but, loose pockets. So just make sure that those areas are tightening up. But other than that, everything else is there. So I'm a big fan of the younger generation coming up.